anyway.
Or how am I doing this?
Kevin Hart invited someone who publicly hates him to roast him. Welcome to Frankly, let's get into it. For context, these are two comedians who have been in a public beef for several years. Katt Williams has made no secret of his feelings about Kevin Hart. He has said in multiple interviews that Kevin Hart took things from him, copied his act, benefited from connections Katt built. Kevin Hart has largely responded to this by continuing to be extremely successful, which is arguably the most devastating response available. And then Kevin Hart organized a roast of himself and invited Katt Williams. Katt Williams accepted. Let us think about the decision for a moment. A roast is an event where people make jokes at your expenses. The format requires you to sit there and smile while people say things about you. That is the agreement. Kevin Hart knew Katt Williams was coming. He organized this event. He sent the invitation. He sat down in the chair. There is a version of this where Kevin Hart thought it would be fine, where he thought Katt would show up, say a few jokes, move on. That is not what happened.
Hello, Kevin.
He opened.
I'm surprised they invited me.
That was the first sentence of
That's how little star power you have. They had to start inviting your enemies.
He walked into the microphone. He looked at Kevin, and his opening line was that Kevin had to invite his enemies because he does not have enough friends. Frankly, he came prepared. The whole time this is happening, Kevin Hart is smiling. Not a small smile, a full smile. Laughing, nodding, giving the performance of a man who is completely fine with everything being said about him. The comment section has a name for this performance. They're calling it fake laughing like a champ. I will not tell you whether the smile is genuine or not. I'll simply note that the man who organized this event, who sent the invitations, who chose to sit in the chair, is smiling very hard. Frankly, that is a lot of work.
Kevin, you're going to hear some things tonight that you're not familiar with. Those things are called punchlines. I tried to tell y'all that Kevin Hart was a plant because I keep burying him. He keeps springing back the fuck up.
He called Kevin a plant. His reasoning is that he keeps burying Kevin and Kevin keeps growing back like a plant. He said this at Kevin's party, in front of Kevin, in front of Kevin's guests, with Kevin sitting right there. The comment section is pointing out that these do not sound like jokes, they sound like a prepared statement delivered in a comedy format. I think this is a fair observation. The internet has reached a verdict on this performance. The top comment reads, and I'm quoting directly, "This man was completely serious, those weren't even jokes." Another comment, "They're jokes, but 100% the truth." 230,000 views in 2 days, 300 comments saying the same thing. The internet has decided this was not a roast. It was a verdict delivered in a comedy format. Frankly, the internet might be right.
I could go on all night hating on Kevin Hart. I have perfected it. But at some point, you've got to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really want to have beef with the rabbit Snowball from The Secret Life of Pets 2?
He said he has perfected hating Kevin Hart. This is a skill he listed out loud at Kevin Hart's event, that Kevin Hart organized, that Kevin Hart had paid for. Frankly, Kevin Hart is a generous host. Here is what I keep coming back to. Kevin Hart did not have to do this. Nobody forced him to organize a roast. Nobody forced him to invite Katt Williams. Nobody forced him to sit in that chair and smile for 4.5 minutes. He made every single one of those choices himself. And the result is that 230,000 people watched a video titled, "Katt Williams just destroyed Kevin Hart at the roast in 48 hours." Kevin Hart has 50 million Instagram followers, he has been in dozens of films, and he has made hundreds of millions of dollars. He is also the man who invited his enemy to his own party and then had to smile about it. Those two things can both be true. Frankly, That's embarrassing. If you found this useful, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.